Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey. How y'all doing on this Sabbath day? Such a beautiful day. I'm so sorry for this little glare right here, but I'm gonna try to stay like this so it's not so bad. But anyway, I was sitting here reading God's word, and when I tell you the Holy Spirit was moving up in me, child, it was moving. So I was reading 2 Corinthians and I was reading chapter 8. So I got to verse 2 and I have a few Bibles. So I have a study Bible where it breaks every verse. Well, the most important verses down. And I got to 2 Corinthians chapter 8 verse 2. And it was Paul describing the churches in Macedonia as giving generously to a collection for suffering Christians in Jerusalem. So there was Christians in Jerusalem, and Paul went to Macedonia to collect for them. And in this verse, he was describing that these people in Macedonia, I hope I'm saying that right. Despite them, they were under affliction, and they were extremely poor, but they still gave generosity with a lot of generosity. So after I finish a section, because it's all broken down in sections, it actually like explains it a lot more. And so I got to this part right here. It was saying Christians are not naturally generous. It must be divine cultivated. Generosity is a wonderful blessing to be covet. So like when you ask, when you beg, or when you want something, like other gifts of God. And it leads to reception of other blessings and things like that. So what they're saying is that the average Christian is not generous. And I have experienced that along the way, along my journey. I see a lot of people who call themselves Christians, been in the church so many years. They be out here acting a straight fool. And when it comes to being a hearer and being a doer and not a hearer, they can't do it. They can't go in their purse and give a homeless person or somebody they see on the street some money. They cannot do it. I have seen it. I have seen it firsthand. Women, men, it don't even matter, who call themselves child of God, all up and through the church, but yet and still cannot do his will. They'll sit there and say, oh, I don't fornicate. Oh, I don't do this. I don't do that. But you're not doing his will. Why can't you walk? They'll walk past a homeless person in a minute. They'll walk past somebody. You be in a grocery store. You in line. The person in front of you see can barely even pay for their groceries. They short $2-3. You won't even dig in your pocket. Oh. I seen that happen before. I seen that happen before. I seen that happen before. I was somewhere with some people, and it's somebody that was with us. It was with our company, and somebody else was at the cash register, and the person was short $5. I had it. I just sat there for a second to look at the other person that was with us to see if this person will go in their pocket and pull out the money to help the person that we all together. I sat there for a minute just to see, and they did not. They sat there like this, literally like this, looking like. So I paid it, and it bothered me so much because this person swear up and down that they were holified, they were sanctified, they swear they was all up and through my house screaming about God, and seeing that this person that was with us, they own flesh and blood, was short $5 and couldn't give it to him. And to make it so bad is that this person we was sowing into. There's some of y'all right now always got their hand out, but when it's time for you to go and give, you can't even give. And then you wonder why you still living in sorrow. You wonder why your house is out of order. You wonder why God is not answering your prayers. You wonder why you sitting around and looking at other people and wonder, your life can't be like that. And the same person, now I sit back and I wonder, used to cry and say how they never went nowhere, they never did. And it's because you ain't even, God is not going to bless no rotten hands. Your hand is rotten. All it is so used to just going out, but ain't putting out. It's just ain't trying to dig and put out, but it's only trying to take and put in. A lot of y'all is sitting out here in that season and don't want to give to other people. And when you give to, and for my people who do give, and when you give, you got to make sure your heart is right. You can't be giving nothing with no rotten heart. And what I mean by that is you can't be giving, oh, I'm giving just because I want God's blessing. No. That's not how this works. That is not how this works over here with God. You give because, first of all, you say you a child of God, right? And you say you love God, right? Okay, so if you love God, you're going to love his children. Anybody you see, that is God's shit, regardless if they is in, that's their business. See, some people start digging deep. They see homeless people and they be like, oh, they want to buy drugs. Oh, they want to buy liquor. That's not none of your business. Nowhere in the Bible, when God tells us throughout the whole entire Bible to give to the poor, give to the needy. Nowhere does it say for you to go and judge them and see whether or not they're gonna buy drugs, buy some liquor. That's not none of your business. All he tells you to do is give. Be obedient. Be obedient and just give. If that person takes the money and decides to go to the liquor store or do drugs, that's their problem with God, not your problem. I bet you God won't bless them with another person to give them $1 no more. But that's not our problem. God just instructs us to give. You give, and let me tell you something. When you do give with a good heart, because I just say, I love God. You are a child of God. You are in need. According to his word, this is what I'm supposed to do. Boom, give. Don't talk about it. Don't go pick up your phone when you get home. I had to go give this guy on the road $5. No, you won't reap nothing. You won't reap nothing, because in the book of Matthew, it says, Jesus says, do not tell your left hand what your right hand is doing. When you give in secret. And what's done in secret, God will reward you publicly. Y'all wondering how y'all got here. Y'all got here because y'all done seen me on TV. And y'all seen me on TV. I'm a billionaire. That's how y'all got here. God had to reward me publicly. I've been doing this for so long, and I'm coming on here telling y'all this because so many people are going to see, how did she get this? How did this happen? So they're going to be wondering. It's because I used to wonder this too. Because if some people who know my story knows that there was this pastor who, when I was 14 years old, that's how it all started. I was not born and raised in no church. My family didn't tell me about God, none of that. He came and told me I had a gift. I just brushed it off. I didn't care, went back home, lived my life. When I was 21 years old, another lady to me. These are all total strangers. I don't know their name, never seen them again after that. Said I had a gift. I did everything but found God. They said, you got a gift, go find God. I did everything but find God. I kept going until my spirit said enough was enough. And then I picked up my cross. And I've been on my journey ever since. Throughout the years, it's been 7 years, I've been saying, God, what's my gift? What's my gift? What's my gift? It wasn't until I read Romans 12 that I realized that giving was a gift. I didn't even realize that was a gift. I didn't even realize my gift. And then I was just sitting here because I was just like, as I was reading this, right? And it was saying that not too many people are generous. And I started thinking about all the times when I was in certain places and I would watch people who swear up and down they were Christians. They get up every single week and go to the church, but will walk by somebody they see is hungry. They'll have a whole plate of food, knowing they can't even eat it, and won't even give it to the person. Let me tell y'all something. I did not realize that giving was a gift. I did not know that was my gift. I did not know this all these years. I did not know. And when I sit back and I think about even from when I was a little kid, and I don't know, I remember this one time, my cousin, who I love dearly, she's gone. She was battling with drugs. And we found out she was pregnant. She was on the streets on drugs. And I remember I had some money and I begged my mother to bring me to the store. And I went back in the day when there was AJ Wright, and I bought her baby a outfit. And then I sit back and I think, how many kids at that age, I had to been all of like 8, 9, 10 years old, will go and take their money to go spend on some. At that time, we used to love McDonald's and, candy and, things that kids love. And I took the money and now I see, wow. Actually, what is your gift? Ask yourself, what is your gift? I never thought in a million years giving was my gift. But then now when I sit back and I think about things that I do without even like my conscience, like I don't think about giving. I just do it. That was part of the reason why I used to love Christmas. Because I used to say, I was like, okay, I'm not celebrating Christmas because it's Jesus' birthday. I'm celebrating Christmas because I used to love the way people opened my gifts and used to just be happy. It was something that the joy that I had inside of me. I used to love when people just be happy. Anybody would tell you for years, I don't open up gifts on Christmas, and I'm okay with that. I'm a big, generous giver. And now some of you guys are going to find this video when I'm in my harvest season, once God has already blessed me with my fortune. And this is me coming and telling you why. It's because I have the gift of giving. And it's not something that I don't give because God's going to make me a billionaire. That was already, my story was already written. My story is already written. I'm just here to tell you. I'm just here to tell you, and I'm here to just tell you based off, as God blesses me with the wisdom and the knowledge, I'm here to just pour it into you guys so you guys can apply it to your life. Now, do not say, I'm going to go out now and spend my check and give it to a homeless person so I can be a billionaire like Brittany. No, that's not how it works. First of all, I'm here to tell you right now, God knows your heart. You cannot hide nothing from him. Just because it don't come out your mouth, don't mean it didn't come out your heart. So when you do stuff, you do things with good intent. My story is not going to be your story. I'm just here to help you and show you and help you to pave the way, to show you how I got where I got. I got where I got because I was not a stingy person. Money didn't rule me. I used to always tell, because my mother used to always say, Brittany, you giving too much. You doing. They used to cuss me out. Brittany, why you doing that? Why you giving this? And why you doing that? Because I used to just naturally do it. And I used to tell them, money don't rule me. I rule money. Money don't have power over me that I want to kill, fight, like, no. I'm not about to shoot nobody for no money. I'm not about to stab nobody for no money. I'm not fighting with you. No. And so, wow, it's just, we all having a moment together right now, because this is the first time in my entire life that I've come out and said this, because I just realized what my gift was. This person came to me when I was 14. That was almost 20 years ago, and told me I had a gift. And that was 20 years ago. And I was like, what's my gift? What's my gift? Then when I was 21 years old, that was 12 years ago, he sent somebody else to me again saying, you got to find God, then find God. And I used to see it throughout all the years. I knew time and time, what is the gift? I said, the man when I was 14, he said, do you like to sing? Do you like to dance? He was trying to figure it out. And I'm like, no. And now it just dawned on me, with the grace and mercy of God, it is the gift of giving. It is the gift of giving. I'm literally, this is a moment for me right now. This is a moment for me. I done had this YouTube channel for 2 years. Ain't no subscribers, ain't no likes, ain't no comments, ain't no nothing. I be just up here talking to myself. God said, don't worry about it. Because by the time they find you, you're going to be in harvest season. They're going to be wondering why. And going to send them right to these videos. How did she get built? How did she get all that? How did she become all that? How did she get that promotion overnight? First of all, find God. I'm going to tell you exactly how they told me. Find God. When you find God, you find your way. You find your purpose. You find who you really are. Because remember, I just made a video this morning, 5 o'clock what was it, 4 o'clock this morning. God transforms you. He transforms, he renewing of the mind. You start thinking different. You start moving different. You start talking different. You have to want this. See, I didn't want it. For so many years, I didn't want it. I love darkness. I love drinking, smoking, fornication, and running my mouth and scaring off my husband and acting like I'm the Billy Bad. But I love that. Until I realized I had no satisfaction. It came with no longevity. I had no peace, no grace, no mercy, no nothing. Just walking in pure darkness, death, headed to my death, headed to the slaughterhouse. How they say in Proverbs, when you go with that woman. Man, man, man. So I picked up my cross. Man, when I tell you the grace and mercy is, wow. My gift is giving. I wonder how many people, drop down in the comments, how many people got that same gift? Because all I hear is people talk about prophecy. All I hear is people talk about interpretation. That's what I want. And tell you, you see commandment number 10? Commandment number 10 commands us not to covet people's houses, wives, goats, and servants and stuff like worldly things. The things you could see, God says don't covet that, meaning don't be like jealous over it, envious over it. Oh, I want that. I want that. You're not supposed to do that. That's a sin. That's abomination. Don't do that. But God does instruct us in the Bible to, matter of fact, let me bring you back to the verse where he does it. Matter of fact, it's Romans 12. But God does tell us to covet gifts, the gifts. And I was just telling God the gift that I want is the gift of interpreting dreams. Man, I be having some dreams. I just had a dream the other night about diamonds and rubies. I want to know what it means. It was just that beautiful. I'm talking about this big, just everywhere. How? I said, what that mean? I don't have the gift, but I'm praying and I'm believing God for it. I'm believing God that he about to give me that gift, that I'm going to be able to interpret dreams. That is the dream. That's the one I want. I want to interpret dreams. I ask yourself, y'all need to ask yourself. I know y'all probably wonder, what is that on her wall? What's that on my wall? That is the virtuous woman. This is Proverbs 31, y'all. If y'all wondering what all this stuff is on my wall. So this here is Proverbs 31. I study this, y'all. Because remember I told you I was a hot mess. Cause I could scare, this mouth could scare away Freddie, Jason, and Cougar. And my poor husband, God had to take him away from me because you see, if God can give it, he can take it. And when you're not doing right by blessings, because my husband is my blessing, and I was not doing right by him, we were fighting, we were arguing, and I got to take accountability for myself. I can't speak for him, but I got to take accountability for myself, and I wasn't living right, and God exposed this to me, this woman. And so I spent a lot of time meditating, reading, diving into each verse, because each verse has a meaning. It isn't just cooking and cleaning. It isn't just cooking and cleaning. God has put God want us to be this woman. This woman is about cooking, cleaning, making sure your husband is happy in all areas, meaning you got to take care of yourself. A lot of us women ain't taking care of ourselves. Like y'all know me. I tell you all the time I was obese. 230 pounds. Look at them old videos. Go look at them old videos. Look how big I was. Look how fat my neck was back then. Child, man, I was tired. But by the grace and mercy of God, listen, by the grace and mercy of God, I am here today to turn it around. I choose life today. I am healthy today. I am blessed today. I claim good news. Good news is my portion. Increase is my portion. And abundance is my portion. Health is my portion, honey. I choose that today. I turn from wickedness. I turn from all that. I choose life. I speak life over myself today. My marriage is healed in the name of Jesus. My marriage is healed. My body is healed in the name of Jesus. So I don't know. I just had to come on here, y'all. I'm I'm so lost the word. That's the gift. I've been sitting here asking this man for years, what's my gift? What's my gift? And I was living, man, I have the gift of giving. Even, remember I just made a video about giving to your enemies. You gotta love your enemies. I had to do it. Let me tell you, that's hard, but I did it. I have given and loved on people who I know who talked about me, dogged me in my own house. I had to do it. So if I had to do it, I mean, you got to do it too. You want to be blessed. We got to live by this book. We got to live by his word, and not just the book too. You know, you read the Bible, because you got so many people saying, I know the Bible. I read the Bible. Da, da, da. But yet and still they're hearers, they're not doers. You gotta apply it to your life. When you read certain stuff, like I just made a video this morning, you gotta be convicted. If you reading God's word and you getting up going to church every week and you're not convicted, you're not changing your life. What I mean by conviction. Okay. For instance, I found out fornication was a sin. I used to fornicate. I went and got married. I was convicted. It convicts you to turn away from your wickedness. If you're not trying to turn away from your wickedness, what is the point of listening to reading the Bible? What is the point if you're not going to apply it to your life? Yeah. So, y'all, that's my gift. Oh man. I know some people like, okay, y'all do not know how many years I've been praying to God asking what my gift was. Because I never had no desire to be on no YouTube. I didn't want this, no fame. I was so happy. I was a registered nurse with my bachelor's degree. I was in my master's program. I was almost less than a year, like 7 months away from graduating with my master's degree as a psychiatric nurse practitioner. I was happy with my career. I've been doing it. I've been in the healthcare field well over 14 years. I was so happy. God came and just said, quit your job, quit school, quit everything. The school part was hard because that's what I really wanted. That's what I really want. I really wanted to be a nurse practitioner, and I was just about to graduate. I had a 3.7 grade average, everything, and God just said, quit it. So I had to do that. That's why I preach a lot about obedience, because throughout my whole journey, God would come with things like this. That's how I first had to pick up my cross. God told me to give up my apartment, everything in it. I had to give away everything, stove, refrigerator, everything, give it away for free. I didn't sell nothing to give it to total strangers. God had me marry my husband. I wasn't even in love with my husband. I prayed because I kept saying, "Oh, this nice man is here." We was cool, for a year, and I married him in sweatpants, jean jacket, all that, just being obedient. And that's why like a lot of y'all is about to sit here and y'all gonna have to come back to these videos and be like, "How did she do it?" Because we live in a generation where they love tickling other ears. So a lot of you gonna see me on TV on that news station when it's time for me to go and claim my prize. And a lot of y'all gonna be saying, "Oh wow, she's so blessed, she's the best." And y'all gonna find out about this channel, and I'm gonna instruct y'all right back to these videos. Don't think that I woke up one day, God just made it rain. I went through hell, brimstone, and the fire. I was put to the test. I had to fast. I had to put down that wickedness. I had to turn from that. I went through many a nights of crying. My marriage was on the line. My health was on the line. My mind was on the line. I almost lost my mind. Don't think it just happens overnight. A lot of y'all want instant gratification. That's not how God works. That's not how he works. Y'all got to put faith without works is dead. I keep telling y'all, go to James chapter 2, verse 14 through 26. Faith without works is dead. None of y'all want to work. Y'all just want God to make it rain. It is not Magic City. I keep telling y'all. Y'all think this, God don't want, first of all, God is not impressed by you getting up once a week and going to church and paying your tithes. God want to see y'all, first of all, have a relation. A lot of y'all, God is yearning to have a relationship with. You think just because you go to church that you and God got some type of connection? What type of connection is this if you don't even open up his book? A lot of y'all call yourself Christians, and you mean to tell me you wait all week just to hear a word? Some of y'all don't even open your book and read the Bible for yourself. You wait to hear a man at a man or woman or whatever nowadays is at the altar telling you what they interpret. And how you know they not wolfing sheep clothing? Because remember, he said many will come. I got this glare right here. Many gonna come professing his name and professing this and professing that. Y'all sitting over here, y'all blind. A lot of y'all blind. And then a lot of y'all is suffering from slothfulness. That's another demon I had. Lazy as heck. Don't want to do the work. Don't want to see. That's why he said the harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few. Ask yourself that. You mean to tell me he telling the harvest is plenty? That means that there's a lot out there. There's a lot of blessings. There's a lot to reap. But a lot of y'all don't want to sow. Y'all don't want to sow. Y'all don't want to sit over there and deny that flesh. The flesh done overtook y'all. Then you wondering why 20, 30 years you still sitting over there in that same apartment. Your credit, you can't even go and finance a couch. Can't even get approved for a phone line. Because you're not doing the will of God. You're doing what the world is telling you to do. Go have, God is calling right now. This is a message because this was not even what I had planned, God. But he's telling me a lot. He is right now, he want a relationship with a lot of y'all. He is calling on a lot of y'all. He's sitting there waiting. We got a patient God. I told y'all he called me when I was 14, called me when I was 21. I didn't pick up my cross until I was 26? I think 26. And then I was dropping it, picking it up, dropping it, picking it up. I decided I'm gonna hold this sucker no matter how hard it get. And he still was there. He still helped me. He still was there for my kids. He still pulled all my kids throughout everything and paying my bills, got me a good career, helped me through school. He still was there. My marriage, everything, he still was there. And I'm just dropping my cross, picking it up when I want, dropping my cross, picking it up when I want. God told me right now, and my spirit spoke to me, he want a relationship with a lot of y'all. But a lot of y'all listen, y'all don't want to do the work. Y'all don't want to do the work. Y'all don't want to sit there and just say, you know what? Sometimes you read the Bible, you get tired. So you just go and lay down. You got to rebuke that spirit. That ain't nothing but Satan. He tried to get me with that mess too. I get up and start walking and reading, walking and reading, walking and reading. All through the house. Because that's what he does. He's going to try to stop you. You have to understand this. The moment you decide, I want God, Satan wants you. So you have to be prepared to fight. Look at Jesus, the perfect man on earth. Even he was tempted. You think that when you decide to do right, you're not going to be tempted to go back to your old ways? No, but you have to put up the fight. That's why Jesus said, those who endure to the end shall be blessed. You got to fight. I can't believe my gift. Look at that. That ain't nothing but God shining. I can't believe my gift is giving. And now when I sit back and I think about, because let me tell you something about gifts. Because I know in the Bible it says that your gift will make room for you or stuff like that and all that. But when I sit back now and I think about it, right? Your gift is already in you. Some of y'all is just like me trying to figure out what it is. Because I feel like, the only thing I was doing right was school. So I was like, am I a teacher? I don't know. I can't believe my gift is giving. And let me tell you something. Your gift is something that you're doing right now. And you don't have it comes so natural that you don't even realize it's a gift. Like me, when it comes, you have to really know me to know this, that giving is just something natural to me. If I see somebody in need, immediately I'm just gonna dig in my purse. That's just me. No, that does not mean when you see me in the streets, Brittany. No. Stop it. Don't do that. But wow, y'all, that's how I became a billionaire. The gift of giving. Because they say in the Bible, right? In Proverbs, God says, when you lend unto the poor, he gonna repay you. So when I sit back and I think about all that I've done, and no, I'm not gonna come on here and talk about, because what you do in the dark, you keep whatever you do, giving and all that. Like I said, you don't tell your left hand what your right hand is doing. You do it just for you and God. You don't come up on here, oh yeah, I gave so and so. Girl, you will block your blessings so fast. But when I sit back and I think about from years, even when I was in the dark, even when I was sinning, I did this. That's what and that's why it blows my mind. Even when I was a kid, Like I told you that story about that, my cousin strung out on drugs. My family, when she was on drugs, my whole family turned their back on her. They're like, "Oh, we'll wait till she get right." Nobody want to deal with her when she on drugs because she's stealing and this and that. But I always had a heart for her. I don't know. I wonder how many more gifts I have. But I just found out this one gift right here, y'all. After 7 years, I mean, I've been praying for this. I've been praying for 7 years since I decided to pick up my cross. What is this gift? What's the gift? And it's giving. It's so crazy. Because when I already knew let me not even start that. God just stopped me right there. I love y'all. Have a good day. Find out what y'all gift is. Like I said, if you want to know, because there's all different type of gifts. If you want to know the different gifts, go to Romans 12, chapter 12. I think it starts at verse 4 to verse 8. It lists all the gifts. Find out which one is yours. Bye.